Make una share am well oh, no fighting.
There are houses that shine in the daylight. And there are homes that glow from the inside. But sometimes, a house forgets who built it. And when that happens, love becomes a stranger inside its own walls. Tonight, listen carefully. Because this story may sound like something far away, but its truth is living quietly in many homes, even now. In the peaceful town of Abenes, lived a man named Kojo Mensah. Kojo was not the richest man in the world, but in the hearts of people, he was wealthy. He was known for two things: his kindness and his willingness to help others, even when it cost him his own comfort. Every evening, when Kojo returned from the city, children would run behind him, laughing, because they knew Uncle Kojo never came home empty-handed. And inside his house waited his beautiful wife, Ajoa. Ajoa was admired by many. She dressed well. She spoke boldly. She carried herself like a woman who had made it in life. People used to say, Ajoa is lucky. Her husband is a provider. Their house was always full of laughter, full of visitors, full of celebration. And if anyone ever asked Ajoa, "Why do you love your husband?" she would smile proudly and say, "He knows how to take care of me."
Ajoa, you too lucky, oh. Your husband, they take care of you well. And where team man supposed to be that? If you know if you provide.
But no one noticed. She never said, "He has a good heart." And Kojo never noticed that difference. Because Kojo loved her with everything he had. To him, marriage meant one thing: standing together in sunshine and in storms. But the storm was already on its way. One afternoon, the air inside Kojo's office felt different. Too quiet. Too heavy. Managers walked around without smiling. Then the announcement came. The company was downsizing. Names were called, one after the other.
We're downsizing. Today will be your last day.
And when Kojo heard his own name, the ground beneath his feet disappeared. Years of loyalty gone in one moment. He sat in his car for a long time that day, holding the steering wheel, staring into nothing, thinking of only one thing: how do I tell my wife? On his way home, even the sunset looked different, as if the sky itself was mourning with him. That night, he told her,
Ajoa, I lose my job today, but I go find another one.
So how we want take survive now?
Ajoa looked at him, but her eyes did not carry comfort, only fear. So, how are we going to survive now? She asked. And in that moment, something small, but very important, broke inside Kojo. The next morning, something had changed. Ajoa spoke less, smiled less, looked at him differently. Then the request began. Can you wash the clothes today? Clean the compound. Since you are at home, you should cook. Kojo did not complain, because to him, helping at home was love. But slowly, the tone changed.
Wash all the clothes, even my underwear, since you day house.
The words pierced him, but he remained silent, because he still loved her. But love without respect is like a house without a foundation. It will collapse quietly. One afternoon, Ajoa invited her friends.
Where your husband day these days? Oh, now my house boy now.
They sat in the living room, laughing loudly. Kojo was in the kitchen, washing plates. Each laugh felt like a slap. But he said nothing. That night, he sat outside, under the silent sky, and asked himself one question. When did love become something you must earn with money? But there was worse to come. Ajua began bringing men into the house.
Make yourself comfortable. This house na my own.
Guy, you be houseboy?
At first, she called them business partners. Then, she stopped hiding it. They laughed loudly in the living room, while Kojo cooked in the kitchen. They sat on his chair, in his house, in his presence, and said nothing. Because sometimes, pain is too deep for words. As if that was not enough, Ajua made a rule.
I won't see my son. No come here again. This house no be for you.
No one from your family should step into this house again. And when Kojo's mother came one day, she was turned away at the gate. An old woman, sent back home with tears in her eyes. And Kojo stood there, watching, with a heart that was breaking piece by piece. One evening, an old woman in the village stopped Kojo at the well. She looked at him, as if she could see the weight he was carrying. "My son," she said softly, "the person who dances in your storm today may one day drown in their own." Kojo did not fully understand, but the word stayed in his heart. That same week, his phone rang. An old colleague. A small company needed someone with experience. The pay was not big, but it was a beginning. Kojo did not tell Ajua. He simply began again. Quietly, working, saving, rebuilding himself from the inside. And slowly, the man who had been broken began to remember who he truly was. Meanwhile, Ajua grew louder, bolder, more proud. And she told everyone, women don't need men to survive, but life has a way of teaching lessons.
You never pay me! I don't feel supply again!
Please, I beg you, I will pay.
Without warning, suppliers cheated her. Customers disappeared. Money finished. Debts grew. Fear returned. The same fear Kojo once carried alone. Then one evening, 3 men came to the house. Debt collectors. They shouted, threatened, insulted. Neighbors gathered, watching, whispering. And for the first time, Ajua trembled. Her voice shook. Her pride disappeared. And she turned to the man she had reduced to nothing and whispered, "Kojo, please, do something." Kojo stepped forward.
Take this first. I go settle the rest.
"Come. Steady." He spoke to the men, paid part of the debt, and the noise became silence. The men left, and the compound stood still. Ajua looked at him, confused. "Where did you get that money?" Kojo answered quietly, "I started working again." In that moment, the truth hit her like thunder. That night, Ajua did not sleep. Memories flooded her mind. The insults, the laughter, the disrespect. The day she turned her husband into a servant. And for the first time, she saw herself not as strong, not as independent, but as cruel. The next morning, she knelt before him, crying,
I was wrong. I forget who you be. I forget who I be to you. Forgive me.
Kojo looked at her, silent. Then he spoke, slowly, gently, but firmly. "You didn't just forget who I was. You forgot who you were to me." The room became quiet, heavy, full of truth. "I needed a partner," he said, "not a master." That morning, Kojo packed a small bag. He was not running away. He was choosing peace. Ajua stood at the doorway, watching the man she once loved walk away from the house. She had turned into a prison.
Love no fit stay where respect don't die.
And as he stepped into the sunlight, the house behind him finally remembered who its owner was. In life, money can build a house, but only respect can make it a home. Wealth may rise and fall, but the way you treat someone when they are at their lowest, that is your true reflection. Because the person you look down on today may be the one holding you up tomorrow. So ask yourself, if everything changed tomorrow, would your love remain the same? Think about it. Because somewhere tonight, another house is forgetting its owner.